toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltoppers offense has the ball first today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. The short hands, it's Cruz. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, WKU.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
7, Kennesaw State, 0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kennesaw State's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gets it out fast. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive,
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard. First and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Hilltoppers have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Now on the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's high. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. On the run, it's Franklin. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Offense in the hurry-up. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just did.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. That's caught. It's Turbin. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Cole. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He's brought down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Cruz. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the front. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point.
21, Kennesaw State, 7.
Coming out with it, it's Moran. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cole.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry today.
Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying up.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Kennesaw State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cradles it at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to...
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Off the RPO, complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, WKU.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Franklin. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They boot it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into...
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires toward the end zone. Grabbed it in the end zone, but caught it just out of bounds on the left sideline. It's incomplete.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play.
They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here we go. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cole. And he's brought down after a nice game.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Cruz. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more.
Looking for a huge play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He makes a grab. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Toppers.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 8 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And tackled there by the defense. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Still on his feet. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Cruz. And a good job of coverage by that defense.